rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was called with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawn. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena on. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcast it like hey ya.
Salute, party people, and the place to be. Man, yo. Party people in the place to be. Welcome to the premiere Knicks in the Nighttime joint, the Knicks at Night podcast. Salute to my Lawrence Tears family. Let me shout out my Lawrence Tears family and everybody that rock with us, man. I'm in such a good place right now, man. Salute, man, to Alawaz and Ribiello, Free Keith and G.I., Tori B, and Jay the Chosen One, DJ Cash, Corey Lee, Cowboy Bob, man, Coach, wherever you at, get better soon. Man, salute to the Lawrence Tears family, and then salute to also y'all. I'm so excited to do the show tonight, man, be here. Rocking with y'all, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I feel so good right now, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Man, salute to all my people in the chat. DSJ in the building. Salute my brother. Rafa was good, man. Generally, when I come up here, I have a plan, right? Generally, when I come up here, I have a plan. Like my plan is to like talk about what I saw, break stuff down. But right now, in this moment, I'm gonna keep it a stat. Right now, in this moment, man, I'm happy. Right? It's about basketball, but it ain't. Right? Man, our Knicks are in the Eastern Conference Finals. Right? Right? Our Knicks are in the Eastern Conference Finals. Man, I'm so happy, bruh. It's like that feeling of kind of graduation, but kind of not. You know, you got bigger fish to fry, but at the same time, being in this place right now feels so damn good, right? Being in this place right now feels so damn good, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we had two fan bases invading our space, talking they talk. You know what I'm saying? All of that. We send them home, and here we are. Man, I'm so damn happy. Right? I've been doing this thing. It'll be 6 years. It'll be 6 years in October. Right? It'll be 6 years in October. And this is the happiest that I've been as a Knicks fan since I can't remember. I'm absolutely happy and excited for these Knicks. I'm happy and excited about these Knicks, man. Like legit, I just got back, it was Mother's Day. So I had to spend the day with the missus, right? Watch the game, spend the day with my missus. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and the caretakers out there, right? Happy Mother's Day to all the moms who didn't live physically to see this day, but they rested in heaven. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms that's resting in heaven. Man, but listen, I'm so excited to turn this microphone on and share this moment with y'all, right? I'm excited to share this moment with y'all. Mike, what's good? Mike says, no breakdown? Yeah, come on, man. Hey, come on, man. You know what it is. I'm gonna get there, right? I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get to that part. But I just want to share share just this feeling with y'all, man. The Knicks are in the Eastern Conference Finals, and they don't look like a team that should be happy to be there. This looks like a step. This looks like a step in the process. This looks like a step in getting rid of man. Listen, jumping out on the Sixers, taking away their hope from the get-go, was probably the most impressive win that we've seen in a while. My guy Cash in the building. Salute to my brother DJ Cash. Let me put this thing in here for my guy Cash. I was gonna email y'all, man, but I just came in the door. Just came in the door, man, and put some stuff up, man. And so just putting the link, I'm gonna just do that. Just put the link in the chat. For my family, Knicks and Bruises is in the building. Salute, Playboy. Knicks and Bruises are, yeah, that Joe Jackson asshole. Absolutely, man. I talked to my friends in the Philly fan base. They wanted to say shout out to y'all, the Knicks fan base. I know you don't get that often, but some people that do this are classy, right? Some people that do this are classy. So some of the Knicks fan base, some of my friends in the Sixers fan base were saying shout out to y'all, man. Congratulations to y'all for making the Eastern Conference Finals. Mr. Vince is in the building. Salute my brother, Mr. Vince. My slightly older, richer, more handsomer brother is in the building. Salute to Mr. Vince. Man, there were some things that happened in this game, y'all. And at this Tory B is in the place to be. Salute. Not gonna lie to you. I know we shouldn't celebrate while the game was going on, right? So we shouldn't celebrate while the game is going on, right? But at the same time, man, look. Yo, my brothers is in the building. Salute, brethren. What's good, fellas?
Peace. I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the females and ladies out there. Happy Mother's Day to Mrs. Freezy and Mama Freezy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah, more than welcome, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Cash, I'm gonna keep it a stack with both of y'all, bro. When Deuce started nailing those threes in the first quarter, the only thing that came to my mind is what kind of NBA team can stop us when we get in contributions from Deuce, Shamet, and Clarkson at the same time, and Mitch, right? Who could stop the Knicks when we get in contributions from our role players right on time? And when a name is called, they step up. When a role is needed, they step right up. Right? They came out trying to stop the flex. They came out trying to stop Brunson from cutting to the rim. They were trying to stop Cat from cutting to the rim. And then we just kick it to the other option. Deuce wide open for three. And he just knocking down to, bro, nothing can stop us. We all the way up, bro. That was the thing in my mind. That was the thing in my mind. What about y'all, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I was thinking, bro. Real talk. He started knocking in them threes. I was like, in my mind, I knew it was over. But that right there just said, all right. When they gonna just tap it out? When was they gonna tap out? It was crazy. It was crazy. It was like I seen this before. You know, and it was just the overwhelming feeling of just knowing what you already know. You understand what I'm saying? And I was just so proud and elated.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I just got to stop right there for now. I'm gonna save something for you know what I'm saying, for the rest later.
Right.
Well, I'm just gonna say this: the Knicks. When I look at the interviews, when I see the play, you know, the whole vibe, the whole aura, we're locked in. They're locked in. This is championship locking in, focused. If you ever been in that real real intense match, whether it's chess, whether it's any type of sport, because not only does the play exhibit that, but also the mindset. And when you lock in like this, and of course I'm always going to refer to chess, it don't matter who the opponent is. It's like we are going to dictate what's going to happen.
Right.
We have the mindset where we're going to put we're going to put our foot on your throats. And we know, as Knicks fans for many years, that what's the word that I'm looking for? Yeah, it's a Mamba mentality, but to go for the juggler.
Right.
That's all about a mindset, man. That's all about a mindset. Being gangster, man. I'm talking about a real gangster. It makes me think about that scene from we've all seen American Gangster. The scene with Eldris Eva was talking smack.
Tango.
Frank was sitting there. Yeah. Frank's sitting there eating. He like, hold up, fella, hold up, I'm getting up. Like, Frank, what are you doing, man? And you saw what he did. And then he came back, sat down, while they all looking in amazement. We know what happened. And he act like ain't nothing happened. He just going about his day.
Yeah.
That's the mindset that the Knicks are playing with right now, and that we need to recognize and let that flow, and just let it flow, man. All we need to do is just rock with whatever they doing. So it don't matter who we play in the Eastern Conference Finals. It don't matter who we going to play in the finals. I think this is our time, man. Oklahoma City don't scare. Oh, Detroit definitely don't. But Oklahoma City doesn't scare us, man, because these brothers is locked in and they're balling. It's all about a mindset of how they're playing right now, because something's going on that ain't being said, and I think when we win the chip, maybe they'll go ahead and say it. But right now, man, let's just ride this. Let's not criticize. Let's not. These brothers is locked in, man. This is unprecedented. This is unheard of. You know they setting records, man. I mean, for all those into the analytics, this is history making.
Right.
This is history making.
Right.
So hey, let's just ride with it, man.
Yeah, man.
Lean with it, rock with it, ride.
Yeah, man. Hey, salute to the family. Salute to Nick Yak, man. It's been a minute, man. Salute. Nick Yak says Freezy was right. Mitch just might get 25, but he was wrong about McBride. And listen, to be honest with you, as we go through this journey, some of us are going to be right about stuff, and some of us are going to be wrong about stuff. I'll be the first to admit, I'll be the first to admit when I'm wrong, right? I just the thing is I'm saying this stuff though with my heart in the right place. Like when y'all hear me say stuff about a player, it's not out of vitriol or hate or anything like that. It's all because I love these Knicks, man. Right. And it's not about the bandwagon thing or none of that stuff. It's all about, man, rooting for these guys to win. You know what I'm saying? Being supportive. Sometimes you say stuff and it don't sound like support, but it's coming from a place of support. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things, man. Like when I watched our second unit play the entire fourth quarter of a playoff game with a lead. Bro. Lead. We watched all our babies on the floor play a playoff game with the lead, bro, and a whole quarter to themselves.
Bro.
A whole quarter and without them worrying about getting subbed out or snatched or none of that.
Getting experience that you can't get nowhere else. And that's shout out to the starters and to the major role players. Real talk.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna say this right now. I love the way how the first unit and the people coming off the bench went in there very professional, handled their business, did not fret, didn't waver. Knew what they were doing, came out there and knew they came out there with a plan and executed it to the fullest.
Wow.
To the fullest.
Wow, bro.
Hey man, and you hit it dead on because this is the thing. When you know your role and what you're supposed to do, that's your sole task, man.
Right.
I'm sorry if I overuse the chess references. We know what a bishop does. We know what a knight does. Even a pawn. That's your role, man. And that's what they do.
Right.
They come in and they fulfill their role.
Right.
Whatever that is, whatever was set out in the locker room. Right. I also want to shout out to the coaching staff, man. I know people was like, after when Atlanta went up 2-1, like, fire Mike Brown, Mike Brown, whatever. Right. I know, man. We it happens, but right now we just gotta just stay the course, man. Now, also keep in mind too, as we go into this conference finals and finals, right. we not just gonna sweep through it. I know it's good right now.
Right.
We're not just gonna sweep through it. We go. It's gonna be a couple of losses there for whoever we play, but the bottom line is it's the championship and checkmate. That's it, man. That's it. It's Mother's Day again. Shout out to all the moms. So, if the plan goes, as currently constructed, by Father's Day we'll be champions.
By Father's Day, we'll be champions.
Inshallah.
That's it. By Father's Day, we'll be champions. I'll be making my way to the city. I ain't that far. Cowboy Bob, we talked about some champagne or something. I'm keeping you on that. I don't know if you're listening, but
some
rosé.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And that's for all of us that we're gonna show up. So somebody got to find a meeting place if the the moment gets close, and Cowboy Bob, I'm looking forward to tasting, man.
Yo, I'm trying right now. Yo, for real, bro, DJ, they gonna be out there that night till the morning. Once the confetti drops.
Oh, it's
So
gonna be. Oh, that's gonna be crazy, man.
they're gonna have their lawn chairs out. They're gonna be out there in sleeping bags fighting the rats.
Yeah.
People, they gonna have to. You know what? They're gonna have to shut the city down, man. I think they're gonna have to shut the city. They're gonna have to shut
Calling
the
the
city
National
down.
Guard.
Because that's gonna be off the hook. Because I'm not driving. I'm gonna let you know I'm not driving. I'm already gonna jump on the train. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna try and drive.
Nah,
Cash
Already
money,
gonna
you
jump on the
crazy.
train, man.
you ain't gonna be able to get in the city.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I wouldn't even as much as when I'm in New York, I rely on Uber. I wouldn't even tell you to do that.
Yeah, no, the train works for me. I used to navigate the train for a minute, so I know how to navigate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Well, I will be there. Yeah, I know how to navigate. I know where I need to be. But I know anywhere's around the garden, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna be off the woo, man. If you take the path and you come in, woo, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Like you said, man. If I come Port Authority, you're right, man. I'll have to be fighting some rats and probably some homeless people or whatever. But
But,
I've been there, done that, man. And that don't phase me. So
yeah, man. I'm
so
so
so Uncle Freezy, man. If we do this, man, I mean I don't know if it's in your cards, but you got to come up, man.
yeah. Oh yeah.
If not, man, we can talk about that another time. But anyway,
Man, I got to be with my people, man. At some point, when it comes to work and things like that, at some point, man, you gotta,
no, I know, no, you got to do. No, I understand, man. You got to do what you got to do. That grind is no joke, man. Believe me.
Mhm.
I talk. We talked about it in a off air in a different light. So I understand, man. But hey, we can zoom you in. We can FaceTime you. So that's not a problem, man.
You can pass the Cavassier.
I don't know. I don't know if it could be passed that far. I don't know. I don't know about that.
No Diddy with
But
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. That's it, man. That's it.
Man, I'm so excited for this Knicks franchise, bro. No, and I say this with respect to the other 29 teams in the league. Right, I'm not a fan of the other 29 teams in the league. It's no disrespect to them. I'm a fan of the Knicks. But there's no other team in the league that deserve an NBA title more than the Knicks, bro. Nobody. Nobody deserves a title more than the Knicks, bro. Right? We're long suffering, we're passionate. You know what I'm saying? We watch we soak up every ounce of Knicks content that's available to us. You know what I'm saying? We follow everything and we support these guys. Sometimes in a weird, strange way, but all passion though. Yeah, all passion, bro.
Hey, I take it a step further, man.
Okay.
We all have known people that were Knicks fans that are no longer here with us, man. I mean, diehard Knicks fans. I mean, at their funeral, they like had Knicks paraphernalia. At they celebration of life service, man.
Yeah, man.
Waiting for that championship. So
That was my
I'm,
pop.
I'm I'm definitely when that time comes, man. I know I got some people I know that's relatives or whatever that that I will definitely shout out, man, because it's been long suffering, man, too long.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this to y'all, man, and it's gonna sound disrespectful for the Philadelphia. I'm not meaning to be disrespectful, but at the same time, if your feelings hurt and you're a Sixers fan and you watching this, hey man, let us have our moment to celebrate, right? Here's what I'm gonna say to everybody. I'm gonna say this to Nick Yak. Hey, and others in the chat. we beat this team by 30, and we probably played about 65% our best, right? Like, legitimately, we had guys missing due to injury. You know what I'm saying? We had guys missing due. We had guys in foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like all these things. Like when people talk about adversity and all these things, the Knicks are not only facing and adversity, but they are embracing adversity and still doing their job. Everyone that when their name is called, they're doing their job, right? They're doing their job, right? Guys are playing without ego. You see dudes doing the extra pass. You see guys rotating extra hard. You see guys picking each other up, communicating on defense. Yo, Lee, Jordan Clarkson is playing defense, brother.
Hey, yo, he knows what this means for his legacy. This is what, yo, you got to think, these cats, yo, this is one thing, and this is what I like about bringing back the majority of last year's team, but filling in and key, yo, shout out to Leon Rose for this, adding key players in specific roles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And getting professional people who really, really bought into winning.
Right.
You can't coach that.
Right.
You got to be a pro for that.
Right.
And understand, and got to see the bigger picture and let your ego go. Ain't about you no more. It's about us. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I'm going to say to the Sixers fans, you know what I'm saying? You having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. We got 99 problems and the Sixers ain't one. You know what I'm saying?
Have a nice time.
There you go. There you go. I will say this for the Sixers team. I can't speak so much for the fans. Get rid of Embiid, man. Get rid of Embiid.
Hold
And
on
let
to
them
him.
let them boys Tyrese and Edgecombe cook, man. Because Embiid is holding them back, man. He's done.
Nah,
The process is over, man.
Nah, Cash. Let them keep doing it. Daryl Morey's doing a great job as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Let them keep doing it. That's not our business. I stay out
I
their
know.
house.
Oh, I know.
I stay out their house. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I got one porch to sweep. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My own floors and my own thing. I take care of my house. I can care less what they got going on over there down the block. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh well.
Well, they got a ways to go anyway, man. They ain't in our category.
They ain't even our weight class no more, man.
Yeah, they not. But I'm just saying. Yep.
It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Yeah, man. One second, y'all. Let me say this real quick. App, thank you for the generous contribution. App says, I'm going to say this team wins the NBA title. F the second apron. You bring everybody back. They are making me a believer. App. That is, bro, that is poetic. Like Langston Hughes, brother. Like, I'm absolutely 100% with you. Yo, there was a song back in the day that came out named "Don't Disturb This Groove," right? When it comes to a vibe like this, do everything you can to keep the groove in the heart. Hey, Jay the Chosen One is in the building. Salute, brother. What's good?
Grooves in the heart. Grooves in the heart. Yo, listen. Got 99 problems, but Embiid ain't one. I'm feeling that, Lee. Word up. Listen, we are at a pace right now. We are making history with our wins. They're historical victories.
Right.
They're not just wins. They are historical victories.
Right.
And I think that's important, period, to mention that we're clicking on so many cylinders, on one cylinder, but in so many ways that we're making history. And we are 1,000% heading in the direction I believe that we should be. Am I echoing?
No, you sound all right.
Yeah, you sound good, bro.
All right, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm getting old. Great victory. I think it was. I don't know if it was more for the rest for our players, or for the rest of the players, or disrespectful, or all the above, to put the third string in the third.
Yeah.
How about that?
Joel Embiid, to your point, Joel Embiid left the game at 4 minutes left in the third quarter, and we didn't see him anymore that night, anymore the game.
That's right.
Because Nurse knew it was a wrap.
Yep. You heard him. You saw him yucking it up with Maxey and whoever, and Maxey's face covered his face.
Yeah.
And you could tell. You know, I think that the series have been a little more interesting without Embiid, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. One of the great what ifs, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of what ifs that, you know, we'll never know.
Yeah.
I mean, without them being on the floor, they were a faster team.
Yeah.
Right. They're way faster.
I think
better.
That plays invert to your point, bro. And I want to hear your thoughts. I just want to interject this thing real quick. Though.
Yeah.
I think it that too plays into our favor since we were a smaller, quicker team. Like because we don't have standard size across the board. Like there are times when we play Deuce, Shamet, Josh, Deuce, all of them at the same time, and not all at the same time, but in a heavy rotation. And so sometimes we have a lineup with like one big and four smalls,
right?
And so it kind of put me in that place of no matter what move that they had planned, I think our coaching staff was prepared. I think we're in a different preparation place now than maybe we were in the past. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. Now, listen, I'm not throwing shade at previous coaches or anything like that, because tonight is not the day to look back. Today is the day to look forward, right? But here's the thing. All of the guys that we root for and know what they can do, they did their thing. The last week and a half or so, everybody that what we expected them to do, they did what we expected. And some exceeded expectations. Deuce McBride today exceeded expectations. Him and Jalen Brunson together went 13 of 19 from three in a starting NBA backcourt went 13 of 19 in an NBA playoff game where the other team was facing elimination.
6'2" and 6'2" and below.
Right. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things, man, where if you're a Knicks fan, and trust me, I know people are gonna find stuff to complain about because people were trying to complain about stuff to me after the game was over already. Right? Like they were trying to find
right away, I got the same thing. Tad only played 19 minutes. He had 5 fouls. I got that like that.
Automatic. So, but for them, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep loving on them and hope that what they see sinks in, as opposed to what their mind is telling them might happen sinking in. If that makes sense. Like for the worry warts, I hope that what they see is enough to quench that other thing that deters them from just enjoying the ride. Right today, there are no more games for the foreseeable future for the Knicks. Not on the schedule because we already made the Eastern Conference Finals, and we don't know who we're playing yet. So right now there is no game schedule. So we should just enjoy this moment. Not forever, because moments don't last forever. That's why they call it a moment. But for right now, be excited, man, that your team is in the Eastern Conference Finals and no one is significantly hurt, and these guys are playing together.
Now it's time to ice up, relax, get treatment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get your mind right, play your mind, breathe, enjoy your family for a moment until you got to go back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Enjoy, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know, be like I said before, keep it and stay professional. We have not achieved our goal yet. Just like me and Freeze got a goal to get to 50,000, which I want to get to. Please like and subscribe and share possibly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for real though, with that said, we ain't got to the goal yet. Our goal is to be going down the canyon of heroes, hoisting that trophy. You know what I'm saying? Setting a mark for the other professional teams in the city. You know? Letting them know what it feel like. Having 19,000 people in the streets going crazy, cheering for you.
Right.
Well, the only semblance of that I did see, if y'all may recall, is when the Liberty won the title. But but believe me, when we win the title, it ain't gonna be nothing like a Liberty celebration.
We're gonna dwarf that, bro.
That's not even gonna be close.
Of course.
Streets
Come on, man.
below
No disrespect to the Liberty. No disrespect to the Liberty.
Yeah, no disrespect to them ladies, because they, I appreciate the fact of how they represented the city. They handled theirs. Now it's time for us to handle it.
Right.
We overdue.
Yeah.
We overdue.
Like they brand new and doing it.
You know what I'm saying? Well, they was overdue too, but still. But we extra overdue. I'm talking about the last time we won, my daddy was rocking me in his arm. I was an arm baby.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Man, hey Lee, I'm so excited, man. Bruh, I'm so excited about, and listen, and I'll say this also, and so for virtuoso, I'll say this. I thought either today or Tuesday was going to be a foregone conclusion, but it's like when your birthday come and you get the gift and it still make you happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you're gonna get a gift on your birthday, then your birthday show up, and then you get the gift, and then you still be excited. That's how I feel.
It's like it's the gift that you've been expecting and wanting for the longest.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you've been asking for it for years. And you know what I'm saying? And you finally get what you asked for. And you're gonna appreciate it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Man, super excited, man. Super excited. So I'll go around the panel, man. Y'all go ahead and do y'all thing, man. I'm gonna ask y'all, man. What player stood out the most to you today? Like, who jumped on the radar the most today and surprised you the most?
Well, you don't mind if I go real quick? Check me out, right? Today I was going, I rock with Shy, you know what I'm saying? Knicks Real Talk. And so we was all talking about who's gonna be the breakout player of the game today. And me, Shy, and Knicks Nation, we was all talking about, man, you know what I'm saying? At first, I thought about my man Mitch, you know what I'm saying? I rock with him because he the longest standing Nick. But then for some reason I said, nah, this is the time for Deuce to break out. And I said that. Shy agreed with me. Knicks Nation agreed with me. And I'll be GD. I'll be gosh darn it. That man went out there and was like, he was doing warm-ups. He was out there doing warm-ups. And I said this in the beginning, I'm gonna say this again. That basketball rim must have looked like it was 10 feet in circumference to his eyes. The way he was just knocking them down, knocking them down, knocking them down, knocking them down. And that right there let me know that Nick Nurse in his mind, he did his job to try to coach him all the way up. But he knew in his mind, ain't nothing else I could do. There's nothing I could do.
Yeah.
I think I saw a shot of Nick Nurse when he was on the bench, just looking up at the sky.
Yeah.
I know he was like, man, what did I do to deserve this? Yeah. Hey, bro, it was just like when God handed you Kawhi when when you got gifted that team up in Canada.
Right.
You know, I'm a shout out to my Knicks. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all handled your business. You know, shout out to the coaching staff, but more so to the players because they executed and did what they had to do. Real talk.
Yeah, man. Vert, what about you, bro?
Man, yeah, I was gonna say Deuce McBride. I mean, I'm glad that he's coming along. You know, I guess when you're up, 3-0, I guess that really gave the team confidence in shooting the basketball.
Right.
They felt quite all right. They felt confident. Like Deuce, Bridges, they're coming alive, and that's what we wanted them to do. To really like help this team, get to where they need to go. It was kind of weird to me how quickly the series went. I thought there was going to be another off day because there's like usually 2 days between games 2 and 3. Once the series switches cities, but it looked like the scheduling was designed for us, to get the sweep, and not skip a beat. You know what I mean? 7 straight, playoff victories, man. That's no joke. It feels like this team like just wants to get back to where they left off from last year. And I remember the super chat I sent you, Freezy, about 5 months ago, after they won the NBA Cup, is that as long as that maintain that, that hustle and heart for that hardware, for the rest of the season, nothing's going to stop them. And it feels like they're not stopping, man. It's like they're still focused. Yeah, man. It's like they saw OG get hurt, and they said, "Look, we got you. We need to close out the series. Let's not cut around. Let's give this man some time to heal and give us a bigger practice window to prepare for either the Cavs or the Detroit Pistons." And yeah, I want the Pistons. It feels like we're going on a collision course. As a team, we have a big, and it's like the Knicks have taken that personally. So, hey, I mean, credit to the Cavs for slowing that collision course down. But whoever comes out of that matchup, I don't care, man.
Bert, let me say something to you, brother, just about that, because I want you to continue with this. I just want to add something to it, bro. Yeah. All these teams that's in this bracket, bro, the Knicks have beat these teams in recent memory in the playoffs, bro. We beat Detroit in the playoffs last year, right? We beat Boston in the playoffs last year. The year before that, we beat Cleveland in the 2 years ago, 3 seasons ago, we beat Cleveland in the playoffs, and we beat the Sixers in the playoffs. This is 2 times in 4 years now. Like these teams that we face now, because you said collision course. My thing is, I know teams change, and I know dynamics change. But one of the things that doesn't change though is history. You can't rewrite it. The Pistons know in the back of their mind that they gave their best effort last year and we beat them. And they made changes, some personnel changes for better or for worse. But the core of that team is still the team that lost to the Knicks in 6 games last year. You know what I'm saying? They have in their mind, they have to get over the hump, right? Our perspective is they're a team in our way to something greater.
Yeah.
Right. And so I understand your point, man. I truly do. I just see it from like another side of the table, from another space in the room. I don't see Detroit as us being on a collision course, right? Because if it was the Indiana Pacers, a team that we have not beaten in the playoffs, that kind of always knock us out of the playoffs, I'd be with you on that collision course for real, right? This Detroit team is better than they were last year, and they have more experience than they were last year. They have another season of seasoning and all of that, right? They have a point to prove and all that stuff, right? But Detroit in the Eastern Conference Finals is not a given. And if they show up, it's not like they've been there in recent memory. It's not their spot to have. You know what I'm saying? They're a good team. But just like Cleveland last year, when they were the number one seed, when Cleveland was the number one seed last year, bro, guess what round they lost in? They lost in the second round last year, bro.
Second.
Yeah, they lost in the second round last year, bro. So I'm not giving Detroit anything. Right. And truth be told, I'm not giving the Knicks anything. Everything the Knicks have gotten this year in the playoffs, man, I'm not going to say that they got it out of the mud because of the way that it looks. It looks like we didn't get it out of the mud. But, bro, this team has been through a lot of heartache, bro. Right. This team has been through a lot of heartache. They have a lot of things to prove. You know what I'm saying? Like Josh Hart still talks about that shot that Tyrese Halliburton made. Right? That was a heartbreaker in game one. Still talk about it to this day. Mm-hmm. These guys have some things on their mind and on their heart that they want to prove. And at the same time, Justo, I don't think that they're just doing it for themselves anymore. I think they're doing it for you, bro. I think they're doing it for Lee. I think it's a different motivation when you're doing something for yourself and then when you're doing it for others. You know what I'm saying? And my personal opinion is I think they turned the corner when they felt like they got to bring the championship to the city. Right? Let me do the super chat real quick. Last time, App says, App, thank you for the generous contribution. App says, last time we won, my mom and dad were in high school. And App, thank you for the generous contribution. Right? Last the Knicks was in the finals, I was 16 and 21. Wow. Yeah, and so Vert, I hear your point and I feel strongly about it. But I don't fear them dudes like that because of what these guys are showing us. Like they legit are like, unlike my Mets, like my Mets want to win the World Series, but they not playing for nobody, bro. They ain't doing that. They want to win. But they know direct deposit hit every Friday. So win or lose, they still getting paid. But these Knicks, though, right? After all these heartbreaking losses over the years, trying to climb this ladder, climb this mountain. And at some point, you get to a point where you like, man, listen, ain't nothing, I'm not letting nothing get in my way, man. We just gonna do this thing, bro.
Yeah. You know what you said right there? That's probably what the Yankees are thinking. Now they just got swept by the Brewers, right? They're great. They're a good team. They're a good 162 team, but are they a good playoff team? Right. We don't know. And that's what I feel about Detroit. Are they a good playoff team? Yeah. But I still feel like they're inexperienced compared to us.
Yeah.
You know. And you know what? You know what's funny though? What made me really laugh today? You know what really put a smile on my face? When I saw the draft value today, and you know who I saw sitting there? T.J. McConnell. I loved it. It's like, yo, I don't miss that shit at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Jay, what you got, bro? I said Mets, and I saw your face a little bit. I'm not great at reading body language, but I read your face, and maybe I struck a nerve when I said the Mets.
No, you know, my first thought was that, aside from the question, from what you said, Mets, is that our ancillary players are on the Knicks. Our third string, our bench are equally as important as our core.
Right.
And when it comes to the other team you mentioned, even though we have injuries and all that other stuff, they don't play like you watch some teams like our bench. Take Jordan Clarkson, for instance. He's out there, man played a long, good career. He's out there for $1 million and change, balling. And his whole life, he was a bucket. Now he's a bucket putting effort in defense. And it just shows you that you got one type of thing. It's completely different sport, completely different type of thing. But if you had that type of attitude with the Mets, then they would be playing better. So the answer to your question is, the obvious answer is that McBride. It just was throwing like the basket was in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Just like he could have closed his eyes and did one of these, and he could have. It didn't matter. That's the obvious answer. But I think for me, it's the whole team. I'm going to give the whole team prop. They played like a team. Everybody deserves some sort of, applaud, standing round of ovation. Everybody did something that they needed to do to make this team click. Whether or not he played 19 minutes, he had 17 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks.
Right.
Hart 17-9, always in the middle of it, always going after the ball, a true dog. Bridges once again. I just want to say that I'm still waiting to hear Maxi's name and Alexander's name. Wait. Nope. I didn't hear it. I thought I almost heard it.
Nope.
I didn't hear it. So,
Doesn't have a ring to it.
Yeah. So they're it, and to have. So I'm gonna give it to the whole Knicks team. I'm gonna give it to Papa Brunson, because the moment he barked on his son, we haven't lost one game.
Right.
And we have rolls and rolls like yeast in an oven every single day, every single game. And the last but not least, I'm going to give it to our fans that traveled and made it into the MSG Philly, MSG Atlanta every time. And when you play in front of a crowd, I wonder how I know how that made Philly feel, because it had Embiid over there telling people he was going to pay their, don't sell your tickets, I'll buy your house, I'll pay your mortgage. He's like,
Right.
Just don't sell your tickets.
It was at that moment that they lost.
Yeah, and he was the first one to bounce today. So, they look good. They all look good. For have our youngsters and our, the guys that don't usually play a handful of games, everybody but Diawara scored today. Everybody.
Yeah.
And only 3 people played less than double digits. So I love it. And the obvious answer is that Deuce went off. But it is really the whole thing, the whole team.
Right.
Yeah.
And when we mentioned Brown, I want to make a point that anytime I hear Brown, I think everybody on the coaching staff.
Yeah.
I don't think Brown. Like I said, I think Papa Brunson. I think the shooting coach. I think the defensive coach. I think the big man's coach. I think,
Cheeks.
you know what I'm saying? Mo Cheeks, which I'll leave that alone. I definitely think they put in work this year, and now it kind of shows you why. In the beginning, he would do the weird things like play people for 8 minutes and out, 8 seconds and out, 12, like 4 minutes and out. He was trying to figure out what I have been describing all year as the Legoland team, that you can replace a player with any player at any given time, and he will fill in no problem. And I feel like that's exactly what they say when the coach says, "Yo, look, I need you to go. Or you're going to go with him. No problem. I need you to stick him. No problem."
Right.
So look, we found the secret recipe. We got everything. Everything's in there. Got the fresh basil. It's looking dope. Smell it. Yo, can you smell what they're cooking? And now we have that time. Now we have that time. I think that they will spend time with their family and they'll ice down. They'll do all that stuff too. But a lot of these men are gym hounds, and I bet you anything you're going to see Mikal in there shooting. Because for a while the shot was off, and now it's coming back alive, and he wants it to be more alive because he's a workhorse.
Yeah.
He's a minutes eater. He's everything. So
Pause, man.
wait, hold on.
Which one is it?
Oh, I didn't hear it. I'm sorry. I thought I heard Max. I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deuce was definitely the man today, without a doubt. Clear as day. Deuce was the empowerment for the team today and his performance, because it definitely helped to elevate everyone else. And really, is nothing much more that can be said. Again, we talked about Detroit. I don't fear Detroit, man. I mean, Kay Cunningham, yeah, but outside of that, I mean, Tobias Harris does not inspire any fear to anyone, for that matter. And outside of that, no one else even really scores. So I'm not worried about Detroit. Just bring them on, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. But again, we talked about the coaching staff. I think the coaching staff, I'm going to use this phrase for all that know. They have solved the Rubik's Cube. If any of us remember the Rubik's Cube when it first came out, and how, you had to do whatever, and then at some point you had jokers that was doing it within a minute or whatever. I think the Rubik's Cube, which is the biggest problem that we had all season, we talked about, different lineups and things and so forth. I think that Rubik's Cube has finally been solved. And now we can see the application of this cube being solved and how it's being played out on as this chessboard continues to unfold. And I don't think anybody gonna stop it, man. Like I said, don't fear Detroit. Don't fear OKC. Bring them on, man. I think as a team, the way we're playing, we are ready to take on anyone. Anyone.
Hey, I noticed y'all mentioned Cleveland and Detroit, man. Is it something about them that y'all fear, or are y'all just looking at them as the next opponent?
I could care less. Line them up. I'll check them both.
To me, it doesn't matter. I don't think it's nothing. Neither team really scares me. It's a matter of it's a system of checks and balances. You know what they're good at. Like for an example, Cleveland. You got Mitchell, you got Hart. We've gotten the best of them. Again, I think it was mentioned earlier about the mindset. Cleveland got to get over that hump in terms of beating us in the playoffs, and so does Detroit. The regular season don't mean nothing. So throw out what we saw during the season with Detroit. That doesn't matter. They were just playing on emotion. It ain't about emotion right now. It's about a preset strategy, and then it's about tactics when the game starts. Just like you play chess, ain't no different. Line them up and knock them down off the board, and that's what we get. And that's what we got to do.
So, and if we're talking about strategy wise, like what does Detroit do best? In the regular season, Detroit played playoff level physicality during the regular season, and that wore teams down, right? And so the thing about it is when you play playoff physicality in a regular season, it's okay. You play them once, man. The referees might be in their favor, they might not, whatever. But during the playoffs, everybody played playoffs physicality. So now Detroit, what is your trump card? Is it just your point guard, Cade Cunningham? Surprise, everybody. Cade Cunningham is averaging 7 turnovers a game, right? Or 6 turnovers, I think. In that Orlando series, there were like 4 games where he had 8 and 9 turnovers. And it's because of the pick and roll style that they play, where they draw you in and then they like to throw long cross-court passes to number 55 to see if they can catch him open. Against our defense, you can't throw long half-court passes, bro. We have elite wing players. You feel me? Like we have legit wing players. So this, getting into the paint and throwing long half-court passes to an open shooter. And then secondly, we defend the pick and roll with 3 people. So if you got Cade and a big, we're going to have, of course, the guard and the big defending them 1-to-1. And then as soon as Cade and Duran get even, we have a person step into the paint, right, to cut off the drive from Cade and Duran. It's what you saw Jordan Clarkson doing. When it looked like he was hauling ass back to a space, that's what he was doing, right? It's the reason why you didn't see Okongwu roll into the rim in the Atlanta series or Embiid with a free lane running to the rim the whole series. Right, we turned them into jump shooters. The thing is, the combination of the Knicks defense, what we're doing now, this defense, which is probably first or second best defense in the playoffs. I don't care, whichever one, flip a coin, it don't matter, right? This defense versus them missing long threes is the recipe that we want, right? Because the thing is with Detroit, when you look at their wing players are named Asar Thompson. They have him. He's an elite wing defender. They have Ron Holland off the bench, an elite wing defender. But they mostly play Duncan and Tobias Harris. That's who they mostly play. And so if we're talking about are they going to guard us with Tobias Harris and the Duncan Robinson?
No.
Then that plays schematically plays into our hands, or at least it should. It seems like it plays right into our hand. And then Cleveland likes to get in the half court. They like to get into a set where either James Harden or Donovan Mitchell get a weak defender and take him off the dribble, get 2 feet in the paint, and then spray out to a shooter. Well, you can do that. You can do that against Detroit with Duncan Robinson and Tobias Harris. You can't do that against Deuce, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Landry Shamet. You're going to have to come up with a plan B. What's your plan B? Give it to Jared Allen and let him become Olajuwon? That's not happening. That's not happening. So the thing is, so basically what I'm saying to my Knicks family is sleep good tonight, right? Job well done for round 1 and round 2. Man, we got huge tasks ahead, whoever we get in the next round. But don't worry as much about them as much as they should be worried about you. This Knicks team is the one that's setting all-time NBA records in the playoffs, not Detroit and not Cleveland, right? The teams that should be worried, is the team that's making history, right? So if you're, man, maybe concerned about, what do the Knicks need to fix before the series start? Hey, man, don't disturb this groove, bro. The groove is in the heart, brother.
Exactly.
Yep. And what it is, they have to adjust to us. We don't adjust to them. The standard has already been set. Like I said, the Rubik's Cube has been solved. I mean, when they're gonna look at the game tape, they're gonna have to pick their poison as to what they want to do. In other words, we're going to dictate how this is going to play out. They're not going to dictate to us. Right. And that's a big difference. It's just like, again, okay, I know everybody tried to chess references. If you control the middle of that board, you dictating what's going on. If you lock down the middle of that board, that's it, man. It's over. It's over. You got those right pieces and that set up in place that can move here, there, do this, do that.
Right.
Checkmate in 5 moves. That's it. It's over.
Another thing about playing playoff level basketball during the year, when you play us, or when you play that period, you show your hand.
Yo, my man is in the chat. Salute to Coach Malpeak in the building. Salute, big boy. What's good?
Oh, man.
Salute, Coach. Salute,
Coach.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach, for coming through.
Yeah, salute.
Thank you, Coach.
What's good?
I'm glad that you did it.
Yeah, man.
Love you too, brother.
Yeah, man.
Salute.
Yeah.
Coach.
Alive. You better be. You better be. Because
I'm getting worried about you, man.
You better be alive, because if you was dead, we'd kick your butt, bro.
Bring you back up and kill you.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Right.
Better yet, say the Knicks won the title, and then go back to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. I just want to say, man, when you guys are talking, it's like, look, you guys are going to watch a video a few years from now called How the 2026 Knicks Exposed the Modern NBA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Game planning and tactics, how it exploits certain weaknesses that the modern NBA has. Too much perimeter shooting, too much layups, not much in between. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. When you play that hard during the season, man, you showing your hand fully.
Yeah.
And we didn't show we haven't even showed our fullest. I don't believe we even reached nearly our peak yet.
Yeah.
And we creating records.
Man, bro, it's not even that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you talking about one thing I can honestly say. I'm looking at the so-called Nova Knicks. These gentlemen, these young men,
Right.
are winners. They have won. Jalen Brunson himself has won on every single level.
Right.
Misunderstood, misrepresented,
Mhm.
treated like he wasn't a first rounder. He been a fighter all his life. You can't stop that, bro.
Right.
You can't stop that. He gonna bring this chip to the city, yo. And yo, when they do the documentary on the Knicks, it's gonna be crazy. When they break it down and they get a chance to let them talk about themselves, you know, like every championship team does, and they
Yeah.
break it down a season, it's gonna be all the questions that we had about this, you know what I'm saying, this season is gonna be answered. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this chip this year.
Yeah.
I fear nobody, nothing.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Exactly, but still, you know what I'm saying? I say it's written already. He's
Right.
already spoken. He's already spoken. And now it's time for us just to put it right there in completion and in real time. Real talk, man.
Yeah, man.
This ain't like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I kept saying every year for the past Freezy, we've been rocking now, what, 5 years now?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
5 years.
Yeah.
I remember meeting Freezy right after the pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When he started his channel.
Yeah.
And yo, every year we've grown and gotten better. Now it's come to fruition what we wanted. You know what I'm saying? Yo, like I said, shout out to Leon Rose. He did this brick by brick, piece by piece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he made the proper adjustments. When he fumbled the bag, he picked it back up and he got it back. Yo, what more can you say, man? Y'all, we are watching history in the moment as we are watching what we want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Hell yeah, Joe.
Yeah, man. In such a great place, man. Again, I want to reiterate. Oh, well, two things. If this is your first time being here, if you're watching this on replay, man, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. You know, we do this. Like we do this. Like we talk Knicks and basketball. This is what we do. So if you're looking for a show that's knowledgeable about what happens on the court and the feelings and stuff off the court, this is the place to be. Hit that subscribe button so you can get what you've been looking for, right? Lawrence Tears. Yeah, man. Yeah. Lee, you said it all, man. You said it all, bro. It was a long road to hoe, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I'm not gonna say we absolutely made it because of course we have an opponent in the next round. But to be in this spot, man, I'm just thankful, happy, and excited.
For
Right?
sure.
Like I don't have no real slick talk to say, nothing poetic, nothing like that. It's just my true feeling. I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to be in this place where we are right now. And I'm sorry if I was supposed to, you know what I'm saying, hit you with some more like, you know, more dramatic or charismatic words, but this is just how I feel, man. I'm in a great place mentally and emotionally with these Knicks because I've seen how far they've come and I'm along for the ride. And so I'm super excited for all the players that played. the coaches that coach, and everybody that's a part. And like Cash say, Cash got the broom out for the Sixers, bro. Y'all see that? Yeah, man. Yeah, Vert. Hey, Vert. What do you think about now that you look back to that Atlanta series and see how we did the Sixers, man? What do you think about Atlanta now? You know, looking back at the stuff that we went through in Atlanta, is that like, do you look
just a bump in the road? Just a little bump in the road. Freezy.
Yeah.
I wanted them to play. It took them 4 games, but I wanted them to play. Blowout basketball. I knew they were capable of that.
Okay.
Because the Atlanta team did not scare me. Down 2-1, I was not worried at all. Was I frustrated? Yeah, a bit, but I knew they were going to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Nick Yak say we're gonna get withdrawal next week. Bro, you know what it is, bro. You know what it is, Nick Yak. You know what it is. So we're gonna be happy tonight. And soon as the cycle of shows start back tomorrow, you already know we're gonna be fighting like cats and dogs all over again, bro. But for tonight, it's a truth.
What's up?
It's a truth for like 24 hours.
I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man.
Corey.
Is that the new phrase, bro? Philly didn't get swept, they got vacuumed. Wow. Hey, salute to Derek Franks, man. Thank you for the generous contribution. And it says Philly didn't get swept, they got vacuumed. Wow. I think I'm with you on that. I think I'm with you on that. And I'm trying to be humble and modest about it because you don't want to talk too big and then get in the next round and get humbled, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to reap what you sow, but at the same time, at least for this moment, I'm super excited about where we are.
Yo, Freezer, it got me thinking. Now that you say that, look, all this stuff about brooms cleaning, instead of wearing the hard hats and the construction gear, they should have worn like the sanitation department gear because they had to take out the trash. Especially Embiid.
They should have worn room service stuff.
Yeah. They had to take out the trash.
Wow. Yeah, man. Hey, Miguel P asked, so are we Cavs or Pistons fans for the rest of the week? Honestly, and this is my honest take, this is as honest as I can be. I would like for this thing to go 7 games and then game 7 go quadruple overtime. And I don't care who wins. I don't get 7. I want the next 3 games to all go quadruple overtime, right? All of them, right? Don't want no injuries. Don't want nobody to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to start that because you reap what you sow, right? But at the same time, neither of those opponents strategically strike me as a team that is going to outfox the Knicks in the next round, right? Where my concern comes in is at the NBA Finals level, and the Knicks get punched in the mouth from the opponent from the other side, and see our reaction, right? And mind you, just because you get punched in the mouth don't mean you lose. It just means you got punched in the mouth. That's it.
You just got to be able to punch back.
Yeah,
it just means the fight started. That's all.
Yep. That's all. It just be exchanging leather. Now, and just real quick, the Detroit and Cleveland series. Now, keep this in mind, everybody. Like, don't overreact to the series in the next round. The 2 teams we just played, neither had a legitimate backup point guard ball handler. Atlanta did not. They didn't even have a true point guard, period. Right? The Sixers, when Maxey needed to play off the ball, they didn't have a true playmaking guard that can level out the floor. Now, Detroit and Cleveland, both have point guards, right? Both. So in Cleveland, you'll have Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, who both are, while they're not traditional point guards, they're traditional ball handlers, right? They can run offenses and they can stagger their offense where they have a true ball handler on the floor at all times. And when they play together, they can flip the floor on you. Detroit has Cade Cunningham and Dennis Schroeder, right? So it's one of those things where they can at least, and the other dude, number 24, he's all right too, right? So when we see certain looks and actions from them, don't overreact. And leading up to those series, knowing this information, don't overreact to it, right? Because at the end of the day, these units, those units are still new. They're learning how to play. Schroeder, this is his first time playing with. Oh, is Schroeder with Cade or is he in Cleveland? He's with.
Yeah, Cleveland.
Cleveland.
He in Cleveland, right? He in Cleveland. Okay. And Detroit has the dude number 24, right?
I don't know. They got some new kid with some locks.
Yeah, you're talking about Jenkins.
Yeah.
His name is Jenkins.
Jenkins
Jenkins is from St. John's. He's from St. John's over here.
Yep, that's him. That's him. My fault, y'all.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, they'll have, both of these teams will have continuous ball handling. So there won't be any stretches where we can kind of let our guard down and just wait for turnovers. We'll have to keep up constant pressure on those guys. That's just food for thought. It's not something to worry about. So
I'm gonna say one quick thing, man. The one thing they lack though is the shooting. But if we put pressure on that ball, we keep that ball pressure up, we'll be all right. I'm not really watching the way we play defense and how we hustle. You know what I'm saying? And how everybody's selling out. And they trusting the people behind them.
Right.
And the big men are wiping the glass for them.
Right.
You know, come on, man. And it ain't that. But the whole team out there, you know what I'm saying, getting on the board. Come on, Joe. You talking about Jordan Clarkson's defense? How about his all-around play?
Yeah.
All around.
His all-around plays. It's not just his defense. I'm talking about the man out there, he's selling out trying to get boards. He's doing whatever it takes. That's why I was like, listen.
Yeah, but that's what I said. That's what I said, Lee, that he playing dope and his defense has stepped up.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, listen, we are doing the little things.
Yep.
The little things which turn into bigger things, which makes championship winning plays.
Yeah.
Listen, for me, I don't really care who we play, but I will say this. I'm pulling for the Cavs to win. Only reason it gives us home court advantage.
Right.
So, because of that reason, I want the Cavs to win.
Okay.
No other reason. Playing Detroit, playing Cleveland, playing them both together at the same time. I don't give a crap about any of that.
Right.
The home court advantage, though, I like that.
I tell you this, to be honest with you, I'd rather we just go into Detroit, pop them up the first 2 times, and come home and try to clean it up.
That don't bother me either. But you know, home
but
court's
it is
fun.
what it is. Listen, I take it any way they want to give it, as long as we walk out on the positive side of it all. Real talk.
Well, since y'all cracked the bottle on the teams, whoever we play in the next round, one of the things that I want to point out, man, is if you thought Jalen Brunson was eating against, you know what I'm saying, the Sixers and the Hawks, remember the Hawks had 2 elite backcourt defenders and Jalen Brunson still ate, right? And then in this Sixers series, Kelly Oubre and Paul George are not throwaway defenders. VJ Edgecombe is not a throwaway defender, right? But when you get to Cleveland, say it's Cleveland, do you really want James Harden guarding anyone.
That's not even close.
Donovan Mitchell guarding anyone on the Knicks, right? And so they'll be having to rotate guys in because the dude Tyson, he's not going to be able to guard everybody, right?
No.
He's not going to be able to guard everybody. And we already know how Cat and Mitchell Robinson do their bigs.
Mm-hmm.
They already in our back pocket. Like them, I ain't even worried. They already in our back pocket, right? Now on the Detroit side, the kid Jenkins, he's a scrappy defender, but Jalen Brunson to eat him. Cade is never going to guard Jalen Brunson because it's not a good defensive matchup for them. Because if Jalen Brunson gets him in foul trouble, their offense go in the toilet. Right?
Period.
So you probably won't see Cade guarding any significant offensive player. You might see Cade guarding Josh
Hart. Yeah, Josh Hart.
Yeah. But here's the thing too, though. I know over the next few days, I know we're going to fear monger a little bit about the possibilities and about how we should think deeply about such and such and such, especially since we have a lot of days to wait on the matchup. And what I would say to y'all, man, is this. My advice is this: celebrate this moment, man. Take it in. Watch them other teams play and see what they do, right? And then think about, would Cade be able to do that if OG Anunoby was guarding him? Would Donovan Mitchell be able to do that if Mikal Bridges was guarding him? Those are the type things that I would say if you want to do some forecasting or some research. Would Donovan Mitchell be able to get to the rim anytime he wanted to against Bridges? Would Evan Mobley be able to take Mitchell Robinson off the dribble anytime he felt like it?
One thing I will say too, in conjunction with everything that's been said as regards to either team that we play, I think we're going to have somebody that's on our bench is going to really impact the game. That's going to aid us to victory, because remember that it's about matchups. Now, we saw how the matchups went in these first two series and saw who was impactful as regards to, the outcome that we want to achieve. So in this upcoming series against either one of these teams, even though McBride might have gotten off today, it may not be McBride who is so impactful off the bench. Maybe it could be Diawara. Maybe it could be Sohan. I'm just putting names out there. I'm not saying it's specifically going to be that individual, but it will be somebody else off the bench, whether it be offensively or defensively, because of matchups, that is going to impact the game. Because when we look at these matchups, each Cleveland and Detroit, schematically is different. So we don't know how it's going to play out. But all I'm saying is it's going to be somebody else that's going to come out from off the bench and impact, and whom we're going to be talking about like, man, I didn't know he could, do this or this or that or whatever. It's going to be a piece that we least expect,
right,
that we're going to be talking about in days to come.
JC.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, thank y'all, everybody, for coming through and rocking, man. I really needed this session. It's the reason why I ran to these microphones, man, turn these mics on so we can, chop it up a little bit about what we saw. I got to wrap up, man, because I got to be on these phones at 7:40 in the a.m. And 7:40 will be here for you. It's almost 1 o'clock on the East Coast, man. Thank you, everybody, for coming through, hanging out. Anybody got any words before we dip out and reconvene tomorrow?
Go New York, go New York, go.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good right now. They done did everything. It's sweet dreams for me.
Yeah, man.
I
Thank you.
want my cheesesteak.
Not
No,
me. I want to travel down there with you to get it fresh. I don't want no brought back 3-hour cheesesteak.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Paxton and Paxton, whatchamacallit, ain't the best.
Yeah,
It's
nah.
on the spot.
Yeah.
They ain't the best cheesesteaks.
Yeah,
Just go to your best
I
deli
want
and get a
I
chopped
want to
cheese.
go. I want it from around the way, because I'm from around the way, and I'm gonna leave here with something.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, I don't care who we face next. They in trouble.
They in trouble.
Yeah, agree with that, man. Definitely.
And
Peace.
good for OG, good for us, because we gave OG plenty of time to get himself get right. So
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
yep,
man.
All right,
hopefully.
guys.
All
Thank
right.
you, man.
Yeah.
All right,
Peace.
y'all. Nighty night, brothers. Go New York, go.
yo,
Yeah.
dope
New
seeing you
York,
again, coach.
go.
Yeah, thank y'all everybody for coming through, and we'll highlight y'all tomorrow at some point. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings when spoken the truth.